Well, let's get ready to edit this video. Kind of weird how God works. I don't even know where to start with this. I just left church this morning. It's Sunday morning. Last time I filled up gas, a lot of people would say this is just all coincidences, but you can only have so many coincidences before you got to realize there's something beyond the coincidence, you know. Anyway, last time I filled up gas, I think it was like 14.44 gallons or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, and after that, over the last couple days here, you know, I was watching different stuff on streaming online and stuff, YouTube and stuff, and then I got thinking. I watched a deal that went over where Saul in the Bible was when Jesus came to him in the desert, and he was blinded after I don't know if it was the light of Jesus or whatever, when Jesus gave him his message or whatever, and then he ended up being healed later in town and was able to see again. Well, then it got me thinking about the song Amazing Grace, and I thought, well, maybe that's where Amazing Grace came from, was Saul being blinded by his visit from Jesus in the desert and then getting his sight back, you know. So I thought that must be where Amazing Grace came from. So then I looked up Amazing Grace, and apparently it looks like Amazing Grace was written in the 1700s. So I got to do some more research yet about the guy who wrote Amazing Grace to see if there's any correlation to Saul, because it sure seems like it fit really well with that line, you know. But anyway, so outside of that, I used to do freehand cliff climbing and stuff when I was younger, and I've done a lot of things that are very risky throughout my life. I'm surprised I'm still here. God's got me here for a reason, because I've done some amazingly crazy stuff. It might be considered very stupid from some people, but at the time I was just, I don't know, I liked adrenaline rushes or something. But anyway, so today in church, right before I get to church, there was a video that popped up on YouTube that was, you know, somebody that talks about God and stuff, and they had this 444 thing on there. Well, it made me think about the last time I gassed up, you know, it was 1444. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool, you know, whatever. And when I got in church, the band always plays different songs and stuff, but I've never heard Amazing Grace in there yet. Well, then today they played Amazing Grace in there. So I felt like God was communicating with me, like, you know, all the stuff that had happened prior over the last couple of days. It's like he's saying, yeah, you know, I'm with you or whatever. Well, then after Amazing Grace, the speaker today, or the pastor that was speaking today, started talking about when he used to cliff climb and stuff, and then put up some pictures of him, of the place that the rock he climbed and stuff with the story. And then he talked about risk and stuff after that, you know, and that's kind of what the rock climbing was about and stuff, and relating that with God and different risks people take and stuff. But anyway, so it's just kind of weird that all these things all linked up with something that happened to me over the last couple days before I went to church today. So kind of just babbling, but I just wanted to share that, and I don't know what the next clip will be. I'm still getting used to this camera thing. God bless y'all. I hope your day's going well, and God's always there for you. Oh, like and subscribe. I gotta remember to keep saying that, because on my other channel I never said that, and I see so many people doing it, and I guess, yeah, you do kind of need to remind some people right now, you know, or not right now, but you know what I mean. So just reach down, at least click that little like button, that thumbs up. Thanks. Had a lot going on here. I don't know if you can see out the window. I don't know if it's blowing out or not, but there's there we go. Now it's there. It's better. I'm gonna go see about helping that guy out there with his hood up. It looks like he's got a road trek, and see if he needs a jump or something. I'll tell you more about all the crazy madness going on in the next clip or something. Well, that was Gary, and he's got a 96 too. Only his is a van, not a camper. Got him running. His battery, he's just gonna, when he gets home with that, he'll put it on a trickle charge. He leaves it parked a lot, so he just needed to get a jump. And anyway, I'll tell you about some more of the crazy stuff in the next clip, which I said in the last clip, but we'll get there. I'm glad Gary had a little jumper pack. If not, I had jumper cables, so I could have gave him a jump. But I'm glad that all worked out for him. And I'm glad I went out there to help him. It was really nice meeting him and jibber-jabbering about stuff. We watched some of the same YouTube van lifer nomad stuff a little bit. And had some fun conversation. In my mind, I knew my bank account was overdrawn. I think it was like $17 or something overdrawn. Anyway, tried calling him last week. Was on hold forever with the elevator music playing or whatever. So I thought, well, I'll try him later, you know. So I was going to call him today. Well, before I got the chance to call him today, I got a text from the bank. Let me know that my account was overdrawn for X amount of days now. And I knew that. Well, now it's overdrawn by $50. Talked to a nice lady at the bank. Explained my situation. I've had my checking account, bank account with this bank for over 30 years, close to 40. Let's see, I'm 57, so no, not quite 40. No, so it's been 30 some years, maybe 35. I don't know. Anyway, it's trivial, but which is pretty cool to think that I've had the same account that many years. It says I've been doing something right along the way, even though I've had a lot of challenges. Somehow I've kept this account going, and there's been a few times in the past where I've been overdrawn or in tough spots when my life was getting beat up, you know. But this one's a doozy this time. But like I've been saying, is I know God's got a plan. There's some reason for me being tested like this. I don't know if it's a test of faith, and because I'm doing this channel, you know, maybe it's all part of the design. I don't know. But anyway, so I knew that I had a boatload of points with the bank, hoping that I could buy like multiple different gift cards or whatever with my points. I'd already looked at that before. I got close to like, I don't know, I could buy like 3 or 4 $50 gift cards or something like that are for different stores or whatnot. And was hoping I could turn those points to deposit into my account to keep me from, to take care of what I'm overdrawn, but it don't work that way. So I still got to figure out how to take care of that. But she was very helpful at the bank because I was telling her my situation and explaining to her about everything. And she gave me some good ideas. I was thinking, because you know, when you're going through tough times like this, it's hard for you to think straight. You know, so it helps to, you know, I guess it's a natural instinct to hold it in and try to carry it on our own. You know, but because when you're doing that, you're not thinking straight. So it helps, I guess, to vent it out to people, because I was venting to her, you know, what I'm going through, and didn't want to lose my account and stuff. You know, I've had that bank for so long, and I was telling her the same thing. You know, that I believe in God, and I just know it's going to get better. It's, you know, something's going to happen. I don't know when yet, but it's gonna. Anyway, well, she came up with some good ideas I didn't think about, even though I had gotten some assistance for food for now. And haven't found work yet. Once I find work, everything will be better, you know. But anyway, she's like, I didn't even think about it, you know, because I can't buy with the food assistance. You can only get food stuff, which I get that, but it doesn't help me with fuel or diesel fuel for my heater to stay warm. And last night it got down to 30. Was it 37 or something like that? You know, and so And I've got decent fuel. You know, I'm starting to go down. I've got about maybe a gallon left. And I still got gas in the tank for driving and moving. But anyway, she's telling me brought up the idea about the Walmart card I could get with my points. I didn't even think about it. Well, because, you know, I can't buy like toilet paper or medicine or none of that stuff with the food help. But then I was like, oh, I said, thank you so much, you know. Because when she told me that, well, then I can at least get online, go into my account, and I thought they'd send you a card, but I guess apparently they email it to you, so it's all digital now or something. You know, I'm old school. I got to learn some of this crap yet. But so I at least got enough to get like $150 in gift cards. So at least so I was down to run one roll of toilet paper, I think. I don't know, but anyway, then I started thinking about, gosh, with the winter coming, what if I get cold and I need to get medicine or something, you know, and the cold, you know, over the counter stuff or something. But so that's kind of a bonus. I wouldn't have thought about it if I didn't talk to her, because I'm more focused on, you know, fuel for heat and stuff. So that was a help. But still don't help me with fuel for heat and stuff. But at least it takes a little stress off for other stuff that I'd like to, necessities or things to live on that I can still get. Anyway, babbling on here a little bit, I guess that's all I wanted to say while it's still fresh in my head. I don't know if I'm going to have time to research the Amazing Grace history that I was talking about in the earlier clip. If I do, I might talk some more about that. I don't know what else I was thinking about saying, and I don't want to be boring, so I guess we'll stop it now and head for another clip in a while or something. Oh yeah, one more thing. Surprise, I'm back. The reason my account was from $17 in the negative to $50 in the negative is because Anytime Fitness withdrew my next payment to them, which, even though it put me further in the hole, I'm kind of glad that happened. And I told the lady in the bank that, because she's like, well, maybe you could get them to refund that. I said, no, I'd rather leave it where it is right now, because, and then right away she knew. She said, that way you take showers and stuff. I said, yeah. So I said, so at least now, for at least the next couple weeks, I can still, you know, work out and take showers there and stuff. You know, I mean, that would just be a whole nother stress ball, which maybe it'll come to that. I hope not. I like thinking positive. But anyway, so at least that buys me a few more weeks of not have to worrying about being a stinky, dirty person. I mean, I still got, you know, I got wet wipes and stuff like that, you know, so I can clean up in the camper, you know, because when, you know, but, you know, winter's coming, so stuff freezes. It's not like I can just fill my tanks and take showers and stuff in the camper, you know, and, but anyway, so I can still clean up with wet wipes or, you know, washcloth baths or whatever. But anyway, it's still nice that I've got a few weeks with Anytime Fitness. Just thought I'd share that. Just like I said, a lot of this is for it's really weird to expose the vulnerable, tough challenges in life, but I'm doing it for a reason. That's because I believe there's other people out there that might be going through similar challenges or that, and they maybe not feel so alone, you know, because I understand, you know, you get pride and you want to hide it from the world and not have people know that you're struggling. I don't want to do that either, but I care enough about other people that if I can show my struggling and my vulnerability and that helps other people, amen. God bless everybody. Heading to the next clip. All right, getting ready to roll to the library so I can edit this video and upload it. That is also where the community service center is. I'll stop there to see if I got any mail. I'm hoping to get some mail from my unemployment hearing, because Legal Aid's working with me on that. Just one thing after another. And let me tell you, I've already had a couple days where I just laid around and did nothing because I'm feeling burnt out on the struggle. But, you know, you can't just let that overtake you, especially since it's been getting gloomy and the cold weather's coming. I just thought, nope, got to keep fighting, got to keep moving. So on to the next clip, I guess. We're going to get rolling. just had a white car go past me that was looks like a single guy in it, and it was packed up. He's living in that car, I'm sure. But he had New York plates on it, so I wonder what he's doing in Minnesota. Maybe he's visiting somebody here, because we got cold weather coming. I don't know it ain't any better in New York. Maybe he visited somebody in Minnesota and he's getting ready to head towards Arizona or something. I don't know. This building on the right here, that is a Helping Hands thrift store. They also have a food shelf. And one of the pastors I talked to did give me a thing there, or had sent me there to fill out a form. And they help people too. They got a food shelf and stuff. And she was a really nice lady, Chrissy. And she might end up calling me back and checking on my fuel levels. They won't give you, cash or that, but they might send somebody out, like, to fill up my diesel for my heater, or maybe possibly put a little gas in my camper, So, but I haven't heard back from her yet. And once I back up my feet and stuff, it's another place I might have to be donating either finances or time to, because I can tell that lady works really hard to help people. Almost to the library here, and on my right up ahead here, there's a little airport here, and I'm thinking about, I'm not busy there in the winter, but I'm thinking about stopping by there and talking to people and seeing if maybe anybody's got any cash work or something for me there, where I could sweep up hangars or help with mechanics or something. I always had a fascination with airplanes anyway. Be kind of cool. Most I can do is say no. Wouldn't hurt to ask, so I might be stopping by there. Well, I made it to the library. Looks like they got a school bus here over on the left. Maybe I can show the kids what a homeless man looks like. No. I'm not too bad. I am going to change my shirt, though, I think, because I don't think this would exactly be appropriate for in the library. I mean, it ain't no huge deal, but maybe I'll just grab my zip-up hoodie or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I better change my shirt. I've been kind of drawing a crowd here since I've been editing videos here, and I'm really friendly with people, so everybody kind of notices me, and I've got regulars now that already go by me and say hello to me, and I bless them, or God bless them, and stuff like that, because I can tell I see that some people wearing their crosses and stuff too, so. And I can tell they smile every time they walk by me, so they must like my energy or something. But guess I better get my laptop and everything packed up and ready to go in there, and ready to go edit another video of this video. All right, I did change shirts. I got my hoodie in case it's cold, and the school bus left, so the kids won't have to see a homeless guy. Well, I'm here in the Community Services A. There we go, that's a little better. In the community service, my camera cut out again. Oh, I hope my camera don't quit on me. Anyway, they went to go check and see if I had mail here for my unemployment stuff that I requested for the records from the last hearing. And I guess we'll go to the next clip. Thanks for watching. So I'm just sitting here waiting. Ooh. Looks like somebody, is it showing up yet? It's lost a nail. It looks like an expensive walkers. I don't know what's expensive and what ain't. And that's that. Oh, no mail today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share if possible. And hopefully we can grow something big and help a lot of people. Thanks for watching.